Alrighty, ladies and gents, welcome back to another episode of my Byzantium Let's Play, where in the previous episode we took a decent amount of development via reconquest down here in Sicily from Aragon, who of course was a personal union of Spain. Now Spain has actually formed. Really interested to see, how well he does. I suspect, usually when I form Spain, I am sort of weakened in a sense than actually having Aragon as well and all his generals and so on. So I wonder if the same is the case for Spain. Even though he did have a victory over France, I suspect that France will ultimately, smash him, or at least help us smash him. We just about have favors with France, which is pretty cool. But speaking of France, we also got called into a war. Now this is an offensive war where France is attacking Burgundy. And not the worst thing in the world if they empower themselves. However, Burgundy is part of the empire, being backed up by the Bohemian Emperor and his allies. So they definitely have a large force. Pretty hard, actually, to really determine how strong they are. Bohemia themselves have 31k or 32k. So they don't look that formidable compared to us. And we definitely are going to be accepting this call for arms, trying to maintain, our alliance with France, as we do have the same dynasty. But also, this could give us some nice favors. So I am over my Diplo slots, and one is here with Circassia, which I actually intend to break, essentially. We just completed our mission. What the hell? Open and close the game. We now have 2 call of arms. Okay, that's a bit different. But just let me dissolve my alliance on the 31st, and then I'll join the war. Now, I was improving relations with Bohemia because he is the emperor, and although not being super powerful, he's at the same time not a complete pushover. This guy's actually friendly with us. It's a shame. It's a shame because I would have switched him out for Milan. He is more powerful. And he does sort of strategically benefit us as he hates Hungary and Poland. So it is a shame that we're about to be called into a war against him. And therefore, let's just join this war because it's freaking me out. Let's just join the war. We can dissolve this while we're at war, no problem. It's a small shame. It's a small shame. But let's look at the compared forces. Okay, we are way more powerful. Now, we've got to keep in mind that we have, what, like 45k? So a lot of these troops are our own troops. But I suggest if we do participate, then we should be able to get some favors with France. So it's not the worst thing in the world. But I am hoping that this is nice and easy. Honestly, I would like to actually go in against the Ottomans simultaneously. Now the Ottomans have allied Karaman, but also the Timurids will back them up. Now, was it Muscovy that would help us? Interesting. I think I'd prefer to save Muscovy's help for this region. Maybe even Hungary. Yep. Yeah, I'd be much more interested fighting this kind of war and taking a big chunk of Hungary with Muscovy's help. So, there we go. Alright, we might not be that productive. I wonder if the Ottomans will make a move. We'll see how we go, but let's just focus on one thing at a time. I should have already dissolved this alliance. Now, I did think about just keeping Circassia, even though he's weaker than Milan, and Diplo vassalizing him. However, we do have the cores. So he will never get rid of this core unless we culture convert it. We'll never be able to Diplo vassalize him. So there's not that much point in maintaining him as an ally. Now we can see Burgundy already does not have much enthusiasm. Dude, this is interesting. I kind of feel like we could win this war quite easily with Muscovy's help, eh? Muscovy and I both outtake Poland. We are integrating the Crimea at a pretty decent speed, still making some Diplo points on top. and the economy is booming quite a bit considering we have advisors, including a rank 3 advisor with 50% cost, and our forces are fairly high. So that's pretty cool. I'm thinking, for sure, dude, I'm thinking about going in against the Pope here at the same time. I did notice that Sweden has declared independence. And he's actually ravaging Denmark, who's also defending himself against Lithuania over in this region. He's fighting 2 multiple wars, but there were rebels everywhere, including in his lands and now in the Swedish lands. Interesting to see how that plays out, but I think it's somewhat inevitable that the Swedes are free. I also want to be doing some cultural converting. We're going to go easy though, because we're not gaining much Diplo points. We do have this reduced cost from the clergy, the religious ideas rather. So definitely interesting. Now I've been thinking about this situation. We could get 150 military points perfectly, and we don't need this the loyalty so much here, right? That would put us up to 77, and then 150. Pretty good move. Love it. Help us knock out those quantity ideas. Land force modifies the last one, but I mean, we don't have the manpower, etc. to utilize that anyway. So this stack, nice, we have access. We're gonna walk over here. Yeah, I'm thinking about going into the Pope, guys. But let's wait out this war to kind of give us a little bit of time, see how things are. That's what I'm worried about, if he kind of tries to focus us. Looks like France, his war goal is Bar. So I guess he should be able to obtain that fairly easily. You know, the other thing I've been thinking, guys, is even though Montferrat is so weak and puny compared to Milan, I've been thinking it's probably a good idea to switch him out instead of Milan as our ally, because we share dynasty with him. We could kind of help him spread his influence over North Italy and PU him on a later date. That would be a pretty cool move. Oh no, Muscovy declared another war. Well, there we go. There we go, so we're not doing that move right now. Let us go, I guess, get some favors from France. Or, I'm not afraid of Karaman, guys. I'm wondering, should I be afraid of the Timurids? 54,000 troops, kind of. He could get access, I imagine. Well, his... You know what, maybe he couldn't get access. It'd be a pretty bold move. But I was thinking that we could probably trap the Ottomans quite easily. Oh, didn't we have a good general 5 shock? Yeah. Dude, I'm tempted to just attack the Ottomans. Let's just transfer our units. I don't want to sit around, guys. I'm not going to lie. I do not want to sit around and do nothing at all. Just fighting the French war is what I mean. Alright, France has already pieced out Flanders. Which is a small victory. I'm having a hard choice deciding. Why don't we move back over here and defeat these Florentian troops? I think that France, with his military tech, has got this on lockdown. Bohemia is still friendly. He's walking away with that 3-star general. That was weird. I guess he was blocked out by Bar, the fort on Bar. Yeah, why don't we help him get... Well, I'm so undecided, dude. I'm going to try to take that fort and eliminate the Florence troops. Perhaps Brittany can just sit here, and then Florence is essentially out of the war. Getting rid of this 8k will help. That will have an effect. Not going to stack wipe him by the looks of things. But we are now. Haha. Yeah, I'm thinking about the Ottomans, dude. Fabricating on him, that's kind of dumb because it's going to be very expensive. Karaman will almost not back him up, which is something because it gives us a separate truce time. So I think, yeah. Gonna declare war on the Ottomans, even though he's allied to the Timurids, and the Timurids are surprisingly powerful at this stage. Just because they have a tendency to do bad. But I kind of feel like they will not participate that much. Yay, Florence is out. There we go. So that did help him quite decisively. France has got that, dude. Making stack wipes all day. Let's go declare on the Ottomans. This is a pretty ballsy war, dude. Like I said, I am going to try to blockade him on Genoa. Even though our war goal is going to be show superiority, I'm going to try to blockade him anyway. And then what we can do once we have a massive advantage, we can try to defeat him and, you know, stack wipe him because he has nowhere to retreat to. Let's accumulate our light ships to make sure they don't get picked off or whatever. We've got quite some cash, and yeah, I think still light ships, man. I think the light ships are very an economic move. That's the best thing to spend our money on right now, I think. Pull our navy over here. So we're considerably stronger than the Ottomans, right? We've got 43k right now. He's got 33k. So, you know, it is quite frightening, the prospect of the Timurids coming over here. Let's see his tech. Oh, he's way behind in tech. You know what? I think with our 5-shock general, we should be able to just straight up manhandle these guys. I would really like a decent advisor, though. We don't have a good advisor. But it is what it is. So, let's use the correct CB. No, I'm going to have some patience. Let's drill our armies. I'm going to have some patience because Karaman is about to not back him up as he's fighting Genoa, or Georgia rather. I keep saying what I actually want to say. Let's drill our armies in the meantime. I want a small surplus of money as well. And keeping an eye on Muscovy, because hopefully after the Ottomans we can just go straight back into another war. Our war exhaustion is fairly low. France is winning this war. Bavaria's medium enthusiasm, so he's going to be out shortly. Good stuff. Going to have a big, powerful France. Now, I am going to switch out these two allies, hoping to empower him and make a nice personal union in northern Italy. However, I know that Milan will help us against the Pope, which is probably what I'm going to look to do after the Ottomans here. So let's keep Milan for now. The fact that we have the same dynasty helps us ally that little guy, and he's so small that he should just want to ally us. I suggest. His capital is about to fall, eh? Yep, let's stop drilling to try to improve our morale. So the Timurids are a little bit frightening. I think we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. That's an idea. Why don't I fabricate on Hungary? I've been thinking, what should I be doing with my diplomats? Land maintenance modifier and discipline. Both very good for this upcoming war. The discipline in particular. But the more economic stuff, the better, man. For real. Truce is up with Genoa, so that should be a really easy war to go in against whatever's left, right? I don't know who he's allied to. Him. Does that guy have any reconquest? Nope. Nope, he does not. That was an easy war for France, man. Steamrolled them. Steamrolled them. Bavaria pieces out. Wow, and expanded Austria. I'm not complaining, dude. We potentially are going to be able to PU Austria, of course. Either when it is part of France or when it is still in its own union. Alrighty, here we go, guys. So, gonna try to walk out onto this island. Wait, who are you? Now, it's not even about blockading him. What I want to do, though, is bait his troops in here. Let's see how strong he is. Look at that, man. Pretty comparable. And the Timurids tech is really bad. Let's remember that. Trying to bait him in here, guys. Oh. Our subjects are going to be a bit of an issue by the looks of things, so forget about it. Let's just fight this war the old-fashioned way. I will wonder, though, if we can just utilize our area here to actually stack wipe him. Yeah, let's blockade him for speed purposes. There's 2 siege there. Great. Oh, he bit me at sea, the booger. Stack wipe 2 lights, I think those were. God dang it. Okay, we seem to have a massive amount of lights, though. I guess we stole some from him. That's alright. We're 1 over our force limit. Our force limit will increase, so that's okay. Okay, look, nobility loses loyalty. That's not so good. Northern Greece, -8 unrest. For 10 years. Uh-oh. 10 years of land power. So it's just in the area, is it? Northern Greece. Yeah, we're actually going to go for that. I've been trying to keep my army professionalism up from these ideas. But, nope. Okay, Woods is a pretty smart place to fight him. Let's see if we can engage him in the woods. We got that 5 shock general. And let's get our light ships back to protection trade because of our naval dominance. We should be just fine. Protection trade in Alexandria is big for our economy, so let's do it. Alrighty. He gets -1 to rolls, we outnumber him, we got a what's his general? 3 shock. Sweet. Better shock. Yeah. So we win, costly. Not the most decisive victory ever. But winning with Holy War CB is winning with Holy War CB. That's what we like to do. And a little bit nervous about the fact that the Timurids are probably, with some effort, they may be able to get out here. But yeah, let's do what we can, get these sieges. The more sieges we get, the more movement we're going to have around the Ottomans. And trying to keep bashing his troops down. Oh, Naples wants to go. Still got a royal marriage with him, eh? Really? Damn. Our rep is really good right now. So, he's ahead in military check. Whoa. That's part of the reason why, but that's pretty impressive. Let's build up some troops. That's going to help us in many regards. So we're just fighting a good old-fashioned war. There goes all of our manpower. I will just consolidate this stuff. A good old-fashioned war, guys. Just them against us. No funny business here at the moment. If these sieges would finish, that would be bloody good. So that we could keep going to fight his troops. One down. Let's hope that we finish the siege before he finishes his. Considering we're blockading the coast. Is it the Timurids out there? Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We've already got some war score. Okay, in that case, we're going to try to go in against him, win some battles, while there are not some, you know, an overwhelming amount of enemies nearby. Let's see how we do. Win those battles. The battles are the main thing, contributing to war score, with the Deus Vult. He is beginning to feel it already, feel the pain with the war score. So let's go in with our 5 shock. Once again. Interesting, if we can get Ankara. I wonder, do we have access? I don't think so. Damn it. If we could get Ankara before we get Trebizond, we could run into the mountains with our somewhat superior troops. That would be a pretty good move. Now, I really don't want to spend my prestige on keeping Naples happy, dude. It's an option that we have, but I would prefer not to. Okay, let's go around sieging their lands. So what are we going to take? Ideally, I think that is our mission, which is 52 war score. So I'd like to take at least that. Power projection should be at about 100. I reckon the Ottomans will become invalid if we do win this war to that extent. But I'm wondering, we might find ourselves having to peace out. Because we've got to keep in mind that the Ottomans, they may have a better general than the Timurids. And then his tech is going to be inconsequential. If you feel me. His tech disadvantage because... Why you no siege? God dang it. The Ottomans have like a fort defense or something, don't they? Pretty close, pretty close. Especially if we pull these cannons over. I reckon we got fairly good odds of taking Ankara first. We'll see. And then, trying to rush into Trebizond, fight in the mountains. We will see. Oh, speaking of rushing in, he's rushing into the highlands here. Okay, can I escape? I can't escape. God dang it. Alright. He might beat us here. If we get -1 to rolls. And this makes our odds of rushing into Trebizond very slim. Doing well though. Nice. That, well, we've already got ticking war score, but either way, it's a small victory. That gave us about 4 war score. Alright. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I want to do some consolidating. It's got to be the infantry. Try to carpet siege everything that I can. Wow, aggressive expansion reduction. Hey, that's big. I mean, we're doing so well on aggressive expansion because the only real issue is obviously the west, and because we've been doing mostly reconquest, we don't have any aggressive expansion, but perhaps... Oh, he allied Spain, the bastardo. Damn it. Well, Hungary was the guy I really wanted to go into, huh? Maybe it should be Ragusa, though. I wonder who would help us against Ragusa. I somehow doubt that Muscovy would. Although they are different religion, maybe he would. No! The Crimea is not being integrated. Let's fix that. Damn it. I was hoping, yeah, to smash Hungary, but it's, well, you know, it's not that Spain is so frightening because we can beat him at sea. It's that I kind of don't want my truce to be up with him. He is the guy I should be fabricating on, by the way. It just occurred to me. Not Hungary. Because I don't have Holy War CB and we need to claim everything that we can. So let's make some claims on Hungary. Switch it out. Switch it out with the Spanish. How's our war exhaustion doing? Little bit of war exhaustion, which is significant because we have to core the stuff up that we take. Oh, I didn't equip my siege general here, which is what I planned to do. Domination of the clergy. Oh, it's the nobility. Uh-oh. When does one of these modifiers come down? 6 years. That's not very good. Reducing the amount of land that they own is really the way to go. But the other way we could do that is by stating other things up. We're not going to get the best modifier ever for reducing the nobility. I think we're going to get some rebel spawn actually. Okay, dodged it. Dodged it. This is just going to have to deal with some negative manpower and land maintenance for a while. So the French war is over. Did we get any favors? 4 favors. Low. We did very little. We got 4 favors. Finally siege down the Ottoman fort. That's good. Get some more score. And looks like he took a total of 3 provinces, unless he had core or something that I can't exactly see. Can't be bothered. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. Can't be bothered reading all of this. But we get a small amount of prestige. Very nice. That France looks a lot better. And Lulci province for the Austrians. Love it. Love it. Love it. Good stuff. Now, is Bohemia still friendly? He is, surprisingly. I think his strategic value is kind of too good to pass up. What I could do Let's go one over my relations, even though I want to hold on to Milan for now, and I'm going to do that. I think grabbing a royal marriage there is going to make securing him as an ally fairly easy. Alright, the Ottomans have high enthusiasm though, for some reason. Why? Why do you do this, my friend? What is going on? Don't you understand that you stand no chance against the mighty Byzantium Empire? We've almost got that missionary strength unlocked from our ideas, which is very cool. Yeah, I don't have access through, so... Alrighty, he's going in. So be it. Yeah, he's going to take Trebizond first, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I'm going to convert another province to Greek. Unfortunately, guys, one of the dumbest things about forming the Roman Empire is that you become, at least I thought, you should become Latin, in my opinion, the Latin group. I'm fine with Roman or whatever it is being your culture, but you should be part of the Latin group, in my opinion. Unfortunately, the Roman culture is unforgotten culture, and therefore you don't get a cultural union, which is kind of sad and dumb. But just keep that in mind if people are thinking or about to criticize my decisions with cultures. Pretty much what I want to do is really bolster the Greek culture. I'm not interested, unfortunately, in Gothic or Pontic whatsoever because they're so tiny and small, and we're not going to be able to maintain this union. So I'm kind of looking, these cultures are not that good. You know, I'm kind of looking to convert them all to Greek as we go. And it's probably worth actually accepting the Turkish group, just because it is so powerful in of itself. A lot of people, I've heard them say like, you know, convert the heathen scum, convert the kebab. But we will not do it, guys. We're not going to do it for a few reasons. One, it is just so it is not pragmatic at all. But I think Orthodox zealots, not a problem. Those of you who are so overzealous in that regard, keep this in mind, guys. Like, I've been reading a book, The Histories, Herodotus, and he's kind of like a... Okay, do you know, I'll be hating on us a little bit. That gave us some cavalry bonus. Woohoo! And infantry to cavalry ratio. I didn't actually know that it does that. Pretty cool. Looks like we're going to win yet another battle. Very nice. Yeah, Herodotus, who commonly is kind of regarded as a Greek, according to the version of the book that I'm reading, it was actually Persian. He was actually born in Anatolia, which was at that stage part of Greece. But yeah, they had essentially accepted the culture, if that makes sense. I really would like to siege this down. That guy's got no shock, that's good. I don't want to fight him with negative rolls, though. I believe in getting along, guys, getting along and not exterminating, especially if it's more pragmatic. That's just how I feel. And if you disagree, well, that's okay, you're just objectively wrong, but I still love you, even though you're objectively wrong and your opinion is just insignificant. God dang it! We really needed to siege that before this guy arrived. Uh-oh, he's going to accumulate everything. I was just joking, by the way, guys, about that. We could definitely peace out with something, but I'd like to complete my mission. This is a problem, because exactly what I thought is going to happen. The Ottomans are going to lead the Timurid troops, so the fact that their military tech is pathetic is not significant. I think this is going to become more trouble than it's worth, guys. I'm going to have to, yep. It's so little. Okay, I'm happy. I'm just biting the bullet and getting out, guys, and being happy with what I took. It's a shame. That was not as good as it could be. There's no doubt about that. But we have now eliminated the issues of having to walk around our empire. If Naples was happy with us, that would certainly be good. I guess the reward for this is not that good, man. We used the claim. Let's go for another mission. We might still get that mission. And who knows, we might get improved prestige, considering that our prestige is now down low. I could also develop... Is there any good resources? Farmlands with wine. It's not too bad. Could do some Diplo development. Ugh, it's pretty expensive though. This is very high development. Damn, that's high Diplo development in that province. So there we go. We defeated the Ottomans. We got 100 power projection. Not the best war ever. And my efforts of being in range to attack this guy and, you know, really Syria have not been fruitful so far. So a little bit unfortunate. I'm wondering, as our war exhaustion is not too high, where else could we go? Muscovy was going to help us out, but he's fighting a long war with Cyber. So I reckon this war. Give it some time to recover our manpower. The good thing about fighting this war is, look at that, Milan is almost as strong as the Pope himself, and we can just really brutalize the Pope, like kind of do some base trading tactic with the Poles. I've got a feeling that we would be able to win that war fairly easily. So that is in fact going to be the next war that we declare. Is this reconquest, and that's going to allow us to begin integrating Naples, and we're getting very close to Rome, guys. Maybe not this war, but our next war with the Pope after this, we're going to have Rome, which of course is that yearly prestige, and the extra missionary, which is definitely going to come into play as we begin to fight more and more out in the east. Now Georgia was the other option of, he's actually going to be very easy to destroy. I think we've got all the time in the world there, though, quite frankly. Currently, he's mostly occupied by other dudes. Still making pretty significant income. We're at our naval force limit, so we're now abandoning the idea of just building light ships. We don't have to worry about embracing an institute in the next 8 years. Let's just go back to buildings. Now these are 0.15s. I've got a feeling... Oh, no, that's too good. That's too good. Let's do that. I think those 0.15s would actually give us more than building a market in some of these provinces, though. But that one's too good. Yep. Let's again look here. See, that's Macedonia. We could get... that's a lot of trade, but at the same time, I think that's actually more. Lads, gonna benefit us more. So we got 5 shock. He also has 5 shock, the bastard. Looks like he's reducing his morale, though. But it doesn't look like we're just going to be able to stream into his country either way, so that's not that significant. Naples, of course, will help us by the looks of things. So we definitely are going to have overwhelming numbers in Italy, and we'll have a superior navy as well. But that's going to be in our next episode, guys, so we achieved something this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it either way. Our manpower situation is not very good, which is pretty typical for us. We're wealthy enough, though. I'm going to make sure my manpower goes to my cannons and cavalry. Oh, I have to be in my own province to drill. Ugh. Okay, we're wealthy enough to where we could invest. Nice, -10. Let's do that. Invest in mercenaries, a little bit of mercenaries to help us out in this war. But yeah, next episode, guys, I don't think we're going to have access, but Naples should hopefully drop pretty quickly with our cannons and our navy. And yeah, he's going to be really heavily under assault here. I plan to pretty much declare immediately, so it's a good time to go while Portugal won't back him up. So we'll break that alliance. And we're going to be fighting Venice, Holland, Siena, and Poland. Yes. So their navy might be somewhat significant as well. You know what? I'm going to position my navy to try to smash some of the Venetian fleet as soon as we begin. I think it is just my light ships who could be upgraded, right? No. My galleys as well. Ugh, shoot. Perhaps. Nah, we'll be okay, dude. We got all these cogs and heavies to hide behind. I reckon we'll whoop Venice's ass. But even if we lose at sea, it's not going to be the end of the world. Now, we have some Orthodox zealots out here. Not that big of a deal. I don't mind if they walk off and convert him. That's fine. But also, we have the missionary strength too. Somebody said, don't forget to enforce religion on the Crimea. It would obviously massively negative affect his liberty desire. It gives a negative 100 modifier because he's not... It's converting a heathen, not a heretic. So yeah, we'd really struggle to make him happy after that. We'd have to do a lot of developing his land, etc. I'm happy with the current situation that we're in, as long as we continue integrating him. We're integrating him more than 1% per month, I believe, and we're doing well on our Diplo. So life's good. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm looking forward to really making Naples, in reality, this is of course the kingdom of two Sicilies, but making it, returning it back to, well, even more prestige than it's ever been right before we integrate it into our country, and then in the future hopefully taking over more of central Italy, giving us more dominance in the Genoa trade node and the nice beautiful province of Roma. Really looking forward to it. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.